Hi, I'm Dan. Over the next 4 minutes, I'd love to talk to you about the impact of temperature on ticket sales at Adelaide Fringe. If you look at this plot here, this is ticket sales per day at Adelaide Fringe 2024. Along the x-axis, it's date, going from 16th February to the 17th of March. Along the y-axis, it's ticket sales, going from 5,000 to 45,000. Those red dots represent daily ticket data. And those green bars represent the start of the weekend, Saturday, going to the end of the weekend on Monday. So this analysis shows that ticket sales follow a sawtooth pattern, where it's lowest on this Monday, highest on the Saturday, and there's a tiny bit of a drop off on this Sunday. So that sawtooth pattern repeats on each of the weeks of the Adelaide Fringe, except for the fourth weekend, where you can see ticket sales are flat. This is a bit of weird behaviour, and it's weirder when you compare it to 2023 data. If you look at this plot here, black line is now 2023 data, and that same sawtooth pattern exists across the entire time. And if we overlay both these plots, we can see that for that Sunday, ticket sales in 2023 were 27,000, but in 2024 they needed 17,000 tickets, and almost 50% drop off in ticket sales. Now this may seem confusing, but if you plot temperature across that time period, you can see that that weekend the temperature was 38, 39, 40 degrees. So maybe that's causing the drop off in ticket sales. It's a bit more complicated because the first week of the Adelaide Fringe was 36, 37 degrees. Now if we then compare 2023 and 2024 a bit more precisely, we get this plot here. So this is relative tickets sold compared to change in temperature. So the x-axis is now going from minus 10 degrees to plus 15 degrees, and that's compared to a 28 degree average of the Adelaide Fringe. And the y-axis is 2024 take 2023 divided by the average in 2023. So the red data on this plot, that represents the weekday data. And the blue data represent weekends. And those two straight lines, that's the average trend across this data set. So you can see here that if your show is on the weekday, there's a 0.8% decrease in ticket sales for every 1 degree increase in temperature. And if your show is on the weekend, there's a 1.2% decrease in ticket sales for every 1 degree increase in temperature. So this means that if it's currently expected to be 38 degrees for your show, and the average temperature is 28 degrees, there's a 10 degree increase in temperature compared to the average, which means that if it's on the weekend, you should do about 12% more marketing. If it's on a weekday, you should do about 8% more marketing. So I do understand that it's a bit more complicated than this because weekend data has shows running during the day, and that's when it's hottest, so maybe it's affecting them more than it's going to affect shows at night. Unfortunately, we don't have the data set to properly do that analysis yet. Hopefully this is useful for when you decide to run your show. If you'd love to help inform us on your ticket data or your ticket sales so we can make this analysis more accurate for you and for everyone else, please feel free to get in contact with me. If not, see you on the next video. Thank you.